Alright, so this is my SYMA X8C. Some of you know my first flight didn't go too well when I flew it into the top of a tree. But anyway, I had the second flight. Unfortunately, I didn't record it, and this thing's an absolute blast. It's really nice to fly, stable in the air. It's absolutely brilliant. Comes with a camera down here, but it's not very good, and I'm not really interested in recording with it because the quality is not particularly good. What I really want to do with it is to put an FPV camera on it so I can fly it around and view on a small DIY ground station with an LCD monitor. So originally what I brought was this here. This is a 200 milliwatt 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, and I bought some Clover 5.8 gig antennas to go with it, and this is quite heavy. It's like over, I think it's 26 grams or something. I'll have a quick look. Oh no, it's 33.4 grams, and I didn't really want to reduce the battery life because I still wanted to try to keep the same amount of flight time. So in the end what I went with is I bought one of these 10 milliwatt 5.8 gig transmitters and a small tiny camera which is a 600 TV line. I can't remember the rest, but I'll probably put a link in the description to where I got it from anyway. It's got a wide angle lens on it. It did have a microphone on there and a white lead, which I removed as I don't need it because I'm not interested in the microphone. But yeah, tiny camera. And also I had a I bought a rubber duck antenna, which I chopped up, and this is what I'm left with. This is just the bit what's inside your rubber duck. The plastic bit on the outside is just to make it look nice. So I basically chopped it up, chopped the connector off the end, and then soldered it directly to the transmitter. This doesn't need a voltage regulator, as the voltage range of the transmitter is 3.5 volts, 3.5 volts up to 5.5 volts, but I don't think I'd go past 5 because you'll probably burn it out. And then the same as the camera, that's the working voltage on that is the same as well, 3.5 to 5.5. So that means it will easily run off a single cell LiPo battery. This is a 600 milliamp one, but I have seen other people using like a 100 milliamp battery, and apparently it lasts for about half an hour. So 600 milliamp should last probably, I don't know, 3 hours possibly. I don't know. I haven't actually tested it yet as such, the duration of how long it will last, but yep, that's it anyway. It's soldered up, no regulators required as I say because it's within the voltage range, and running it off a external battery will cut down any interference that may occur if you connect it to the battery which is powering your motors and the electronics, so it will cut down the noise on the video signal. So hopefully you should get a longer distance of video transmission. The other parts that I brought was this little TV screen. It's just a cheap one. It seems to work quite well. That's the video feed from the camera at the moment. I'll just move it around. There you go. That's the video feed. Anyway, the quality of the camera is reasonably good. Obviously it works better outdoors, but it's reasonably good low light sensitivity. Also, I brought this 5.8 GHz receiver, which I've just taped on the end here at the moment, because this is what I want to enclose everything into in the end. It's just one of these cases. It's one of my old camera cases, and I want to try to fit it so it's all in here. All this runs off 12 volts. These do. So what I was thinking of doing is fitting like a 14 amp hour lithium ion 12 volt battery into the bottom of it, and then like put a board across it, and then I could have my charger in here to charge, also to charge my batteries when I take it out, so I can portably charge my batteries as well as power the screen and the receiver, as it doesn't consume much power. At the moment I've just got it running on this 3-cell 12 volt lithium ion at the moment, and the receiver's just working on this 2-cell 800 milliamp LiPo battery, because I haven't got it all rigged up at the moment. Also what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these antenna extensions and then mount these going outside the box, and then I can mount the antennas directly to the case, and that will make it look a bit more professional, and possibly board this out with a piece of plywood with black vinyl over it to make it look nice, and hopefully I'll be able to fit most of the stuff inside there. Well, I'll definitely be able to be able to fit all of it in there, and then I'll be able to fit this here, which is very lightweight. I'll just show you. I'm just going to unplug the battery just so I don't short anything out. The battery is weighing 17 grams, and the transmitter and the camera, if I can get it on there, in total it weighs 23.6 grams. So that's a lot less than using this one here, which is quite large and bulky. Also I got these clover leaf antennas, and I was thinking that I could use these as well. I could cut the SMA off and then just solder that directly to the board, and that will give a lot better transmission and reception over a longer distance possibly. I've tested the distance on this one here. Well, kind of. I've went about 50 meters, and that's was with my house in between as well, so it goes through my house. Yeah, so it's not too bad really, considering it's just a small omnidirectional antenna on there, and that's all I'm using on the receiver as well. It's one of those rubber duck ones. Yeah, what I'm going to do with the camera is I'm going to try to fit it inside the camera housing, which is already on here, which should be pretty simple because there's plenty of space inside it. That will easily fit in, and I could even probably use a smaller battery, if not use a 300 milliamp battery, and we should easily fit that in there. I haven't actually tested the because this camera operates from the battery which goes to the SYMA quadcopter, and I haven't actually checked the voltage output. I could possibly even run it from the output which is used for this camera, which would possibly be a better idea. It'll keep the weight down even more, but then it may introduce interference into the video feed, and I don't really want to do that if I can help it. So yeah, that's what I've been up to anyway, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. It works on the ground, so clear line of sight, it should work really good, hopefully, and I should be able to fly around and fly around like a video game, hopefully. Yeah. They seem to work well together. So once I've tidied all these cables up and probably stick the actual camera to the back of the board, it's going to be quite a tiny setup. It doesn't weigh a whole lot, no more really than the original camera, so it should be quite good. Yeah, so please comment and tell me what you think of it, and yeah, I'll put links in the description to the items just in case you're interested in setting this up yourself. It's quite simple, a few little soldering joints. I may make another video showing you how to do it, possibly, if I get enough people asking for it. Okay, so see you next time. Bye.